name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads. Now, fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Who gives a shit? You create your perception. Whatever you think in fear is in your head. Through more knowledge, more confidence, more tenacity, through more information and wisdom, you can overcome that fear just for like thinking, oh, I know what to do. If this happens, if that happens, oh, here's the contingency, here's the plan, here's how we'll pivot. Thinking ahead. If something goes wrong, well, what's the alternative? Oh, well, we could do this instead. Or if things don't work, well, what's plan B? Then it'll just change. Instagram originally started off as a calendar kind of app years ago, and then it changed to like pictures. This is the really early days before they were bought out, and you know, this is early days, and they just tweaked, they changed it. When I started my second business, which was Potato in the Post, sending personalised messages on potatoes, I got the idea in mid-August, and by late September the website was launched, the business was up and running, and was profitable by by October really. Roughly, yeah, by early mid-October it's profitable by then. How cool is that? So the point is, when you take in more knowledge, more information, and you learn from more people, and you actively go out and think about the contingencies, you'll find a way around it. And then like when you first start to swim, you dip your toes in. It's a bit harder and harder. It gets difficult. You're scared. You're shitting yourself. But when you start swimming, you're a bit more confident at it. I can remember in like year 2000, when we used to have pencils to write only on paper. We first switched to pens, and I was shitting myself because I was thinking, if I make a mistake, I can't rub it out. But now it's like use a pen regardless, no worries. That's it, that's exactly it. Fear, you'll find a way to accommodate it, and you find a way around it. And just create contingency plans. Understand what plan B is. Understand your exit plan. Understand what to do if things go wrong. Think about your plan thoroughly and try and look for holes from day one. Think about this. What are you missing? What don't I know? What could go wrong? What don't I see? What information is not there? Just think thoroughly, okay? But also take in more knowledge, so you grow accustomed to the fear, and you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Because if you're frightened of even starting, what's the chances of you even succeeding? There's a saying, I don't know who it is, some basketball guy. He says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, I like that. That means that if you don't start, if you don't even try and shoot a hoop, you won't get anything, you won't see anything. So that fear, stopping you from day one, that's the point of the maximum fear. Once you get past that, it's bliss. There's no fear after that. It's always all over. In the second business, the potato business, it's almost like a case study, because I had the idea in mid-August, and a week or so later I was just thinking, do I really want to do that? And then I started researching it, business plan. I even looked at types of potatoes that could fit through letterboxes in the UK. And I went into a supermarket, or a shopping, I don't know what you'd call it in America, shopping centre, I don't know, with a tape measure and looking at potatoes, measuring them, how big are they and all the rest. It was a bit ludicrous looking back, but as a case study, there was no fear. It was just, what's next? What's next? What's next? I need a web developer, a pricing, where do I get the potatoes from? What kind of pens should I use? What kind of envelopes? It was just, what's next? What's next? What's next? And it was like, no fear. Once you get over that fear, don't worry about it. There's no real fear on the side. It's just performance. It's all down. The good thing about business is that it's all down to you. On entrepreneurship, it's all down to you. Meaning, if you fail, whose fault is it? Yours. If you win, whose fault is it? Yours. And that's the best kind, because that means you've got maximum control over everything. Everything. You've got maximum control. So that means that if it succeeds or fails, it's only down to you. And then if it fails the first time and the second time or a third time and fifth and fourth and so on and so forth, whose fault is that really? It's yours. And that means, hey, it's opportunity to learn. Because Winston Churchill once said that success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. So you've got to maintain that enthusiasm and keep going, keep striving, because through law of averages, just through chance, you'll get something. You'll try it. You'll try it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Forget about fear. Don't worry about that. Let someone else worry. Let someone else worry about that. Your problem is getting the sales, getting the customers, finding a way of scaling up the traffic, getting the customers, getting the sales, formulating the sales funnel, and then delivering it to them as soon as possible. That is it. Sales. Marketing is sales. Sales is marketing. So if you focus on marketing, sales will automatically fall through. Or if you just focus, there's all sorts of ways around it. But the point is, fear can be acclimatized. You can absorb it, and then it's like, what was I worried about? I don't think about fear now. I just think about, what can I do? What am I doing wrong? How can I improve it? I'm always thinking, and then I create a to-do list, and I'm thinking, how can I do this faster, be better, quicker, faster, faster, faster? How can I do more? How can I record more videos so I got less stuff to do tomorrow? More time to do more things tomorrow. Yeah, I got less things as well, less things on to-do list. How can I keep acting? Go, go, go. If you're frightened, do something. Just do something, because when you don't know what to do, doing something is better than doing nothing, and that's important to understand as well. Don't worry about fear. Let someone else worry about that. Just worry about growing the business, moving forward, getting momentum, and pushing, pushing, pushing. As simple as that. So the question of today is, what are you frightened of? What are you frightened of? I'm not frightened of much. Let me think what my answer is. Nothing. We humans have two fears, naturally. Loud noises and falling from great heights. Everything else, we put that inside us. Everything else, we put that inside us. Loud noises and falling from great heights are our only two natural fears. Everything else is just your perception. Everything else is just what you think, feel and see of the world. Bear that in mind. So the question of the day is, what are you frightened of? And also remember that this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads.